Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's kick off this weekend with no pants. Just saying. All right. It's good to see everybody. Hello, hello. Starring questions. And Miss Lisa, I'm so sorry to hear that. We will do your question and prayers for Linda, Mark, and Bree. That's very sad. Shout out to Joe Petrie. Sweetheart. Sent me a card. I love it. Made my day. All right. Anytime I have to walk outside is not a happy day, especially, even the mailbox. But she made my day. All right. Yeah, Elisa Sayoni has a song today. Wow. Wow. It's about everything going on in the world. Us. Crazy, crazy. Beautiful song. Thank you, Joe. I love you, honey. All right. So, if you're sticking around for the whole show, you can't do it with pants on. So, let's get it going here. So gather around, little children. Mama gonna tell you a story. All right. Actually, a couple different things. Interesting. I'm sure a lot of you can relate because we do these subconscious astral trips when we're sleeping. Normal to us because we kind of do that, and we share stories. But it happened to Lee the other night, and apparently he was off doing something in his sleep, and something jolted him awake about 3 o'clock in the morning, and he said that he swore somebody was banging on the bedroom window. And I looked at him and went, like nothing shocks me. I'm like, okay. Because I'm thinking off world, could be anything. And I pulled cards on it. He said he was having crazy, crazy dreams. He couldn't really remember what he was dreaming. But I pulled cards on it. Apparently, he tethered too far away, and his guardian angel, whose name is Raven, had to shove him back because he wasn't reconnecting into the meat sack. Yeah. Can y'all relate? Crazy. All right. I also want to mention today is November 14th, and 55 years ago today in my hometown, Miss Patty, Miss Kathy, who lived back there, will probably appreciate this. But 55 years ago today, Marsh University's plane crash happened, and they lost 75 souls on board, including the whole football team, coaches. It never dawned on me to look into that. It's very, very hard on the city and the university. And I'd never pulled cards on it. Was it an accident? Was it not? And a little back history. The university was named after John Marshall. He was a Chief Justice. He is the one that adopted the black robes that you see judges wear all the time to declare that, we're all dead and all that good stuff. They claim that it's because justice is blind, and that's horse crap. They're dressed for a funeral because you're dead, you're straw man, all that good stuff. Did a little digging. Turns out he was a Grand Master of Freemasonry, and the presidents were Freemasons as well of the university. So I pulled cards on it. Turns out there's some sketchy stuff going on. That university was going to go under in bankruptcy, and they had made a deal with the devil, basically. They needed insurance and federal funding, so let's take advantage of a crisis and create one. That the plane crash was no accident. Sad. Very, very sad, because today's the day that they turn off the memorial fountain for the winter. They read out all the names. It's basically that town's personal 9/11, and it's still tragic. It still hurts. Church bells ring out all day long. It's just, I hope the energy of the city changes, because it's still very, very painful, even though it's been 55 years. Anyway, I thought that I found that interesting. And if you guys ever get the chance to see the movie with Matthew McConaughey, We Are Marshall, it tells the story. All right. Anyway, enough of my storytelling. Let's get back to starring. Yeah, as far as Lee's astral traveling, I had coached him through some certain prayers, reminded him not to give consent if he didn't want to. And then I looked at him and said, your life insurance is all caught up, and what? Yep. All right. Let's see. Terry, you're playing with monkeys. Okay, let me take this banner off. I think you all know the rules. All right. Ooh. We've got to pause these questions. They build up real fast. All right, let's pause. See how far we can get. Hi, Roman. Oh, sorry. I threw him up on the screen. That's not what I meant to do. And hey, Rocco, I know you're super busy, but I got your text this morning, honey. Wow. Donna's going to work you to death. All right. I'm going to jump over to the coffees. We're starting with Miss Louise. She has a few questions. Thank you for the coffees, love. And here we go. Let's see. Hello, Jen. Happy belated anniversary. Thank you, love. Lee enjoyed his date with his younger woman. He and Harley had a good time for their veteran ceremony. It was great. All right. Question number 1. Are the star magic codes quantum and have healing within them for the highest good always? All right. Star magic codes quantum. I guess that's its own separate question. Let's do yes or no. Are they quantum? They are, but they go hand in hand with something else. Because it's spiritual. They go hand in hand with spirituality. They work strategically together. They're entangled. Okay, that's the first part. Let's see if we can blend it with the next part. They have healing within them for the highest good always. All right. Miss Mary, are you in here breaking the rules? What are you doing? Now look. She goes, but I was typing. Okay. All right. I have healing and always for the good. I'm going to do a couple different sets here. Yeah, rules are meant to be broken. Miss Mary's leading the pack today. Louise, this is more about balance. Because justice is in here. And it's more of a consciousness, if that makes sense. This is more about balancing out the good with the bad here. And there's your magician. So yeah, it is about healing, but there's so much more to it. Always used for good. Always used for good. I guess it depends on how you look at it, because there's a lot of conflict around it as well. Now, if it's considered good to balance out that inner conflict, when things start to fall apart, it kind of resets it back to its originality, to its sovereign self. It depends on how you look at it. That probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because it's all energy and frequency based. Could it be used for negativity? Yeah. Depends on who's in charge. I hope that makes sense to you, Louise. Okay, next part. Are the facilitators trained by Jerry legit and safe to use for quantum and distance healing? The facilitators. All right, are they legit? Safe to use. While I'm shuffling, what are y'all doing this weekend? Legally, that you can speak of. Just saying. Yes, Miss Louise. Very much so. Very, very much so. That's good. Okay. Is this form of distance healing something I would profit from learning? Okay. No, Moon Thanksgiving's the 27th. We got one more week, and then it's the week of Thanksgiving. Which I'm glad you brought that up because I'm working next week. I'll work all next week. I'll do all 3 shows. I have readings in between. Um, and then I'm taking the Thanksgiving week off. Yeah. Do you remember it used to be the 3rd Thursday of November? It was that way for years. And then I think started last year that now it's the 4th Thursday. Weird. Hi, Miss Patty. Miss Patty, I thought you might find it interesting. In the beginning of the show, I was explaining about today being the anniversary about the Marshall plane crash. I pulled cards on that. You might want to go back and listen to what I discovered. Yeah. All right. Miss Louise, is this something you could benefit from learning? Uh, it's not like high on the priority list. It's not really something that they're pushing right now. It's like, meh, you kind of have your own thing going on right now. I mean, you can if you want to. You know that you have free will, but even the base card says, I wouldn't get tied up doing that because you have a different purpose, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense to you, Miss Louise. All right. Um, thank you, Wings. Uh, Wings is also stating that you might have to make an investment and it's not worth it. Okay. All right. Miss Angie, thank you, love. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome. I'd like a message and guidance from Spirit, please. She's going to try to listen at work. Happy Friday to you and everyone if I can't listen live. All right. Hi, Miss Angie. All right. A message or guidance from Spirit. All right. Yeah, isn't it sad, Miss Patty? Whew. I just never thought to pull cards on it, but it's such a tragic thing for the city to this day. All right, Miss Angie. Ooh, look at you. Okay. Whatever you're currently doing as a job, they're preparing you to walk away. You're like, excuse me? Yeah. This is your current job, possibly learning something new. You possibly have been already doing this. This is in the past position. You've been getting information for the future to do something that emotionally fulfills you. This is like no more 9 to 5 just to pay the bills. Okay, they're preparing you in the near future. Spirit's like emotionally prepare yourself to walk away and tell the job to that's the FO card. Because your RV to move you out of troubled waters, you're going to be doing something different. All right. And you've got a lot of, these are 6s. So probably within, I'm getting more of a 6 weeks kind of thing that you'll be starting something new. They just want you to go ahead and start processing, getting the idea of moving forward and not doing what you're doing anymore. Okay. I don't know if that involves you doing humanitarian. I get the feeling that it does, but It hints whatever you've been trying to teach yourself about or learn about or want to do to make you happy, you will be doing it here in the near future. All right. Someone, it's probably Mary, because she likes to stir up trouble. Let's see. Good afternoon, Jen. Hello. I have received several texts this week telling me, click the link if I want to claim the money that's available. Oh, good grief. Is this a plot from scammers to take my monies? Please and thank you. Sounds like it, but let's pull cards. All right. Miss Mary, you can tell me if it's you or not tell me. It don't matter. I'm still going to answer it. Are these texts scams? A lot of times when you click on those links, it opens up a whole can of worms into your phone or computer. They can hack it. Yeah, stay away from them. They need a way in. Set your boundaries. Like, you ain't touching this. They all work together. They're all related. They're all working together. Do not do this. They're waiting for that opening to come in. I need some money. Stay away from it. Block the text or email or whatever it is if you can. Okay. Roman, why are you spitting your tea out? Let's see. It was you, Mary. Okay. Miss Bonita just got back from the road. You missed the meeting yesterday. Honey, I sent the email out to everybody, the conversion chart, and Dr. Shabibi's quick little video. We just talked about possible taxes and stuff. If you have any questions, just email me. But I didn't record it because I'm trying to save space on my hard drive because all this gets recorded and it takes up a lot of space. Okay. Miss Marcy. In Canada, was the Parliament built on a large grave knowingly? What? Thank you. Why wouldn't that shock me? Was Parliament built knowingly on a grave? Wow. In Canada. You know how they like to get energy and stuff. Or cover stuff up. Parliament built on a grave. Yeah, it was. Ceremonial purposes. Yeah, they knowingly did it. They actually scouted this site. Tossed around a few ideas. Definitely, there is energy there, and this is ceremonial. This is let's invest in it. This is ceremonial purposes. Let's see if this rings a bell. What Wings is showing me. Victims of hunting parties. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You probably do. You've been here long enough. We've talked about it. Natives. native hunting parties. Yes. They scouted the location. Yes. Yes, Moon. Yeah. Wow. So they're disgusting thing that they did, and then it's like, well, crap, what do we do with them now? And then thought, oh, well, we can still get energy off of these souls, and yeah, it's ceremonial. Yeah, Joe. Her whole family favorite sport. Yeah, it's disgusting. If anybody is ever there, well, you probably get arrested. But I'm just saying, you could, say prayers, do a blessing, something. Ugh, it's disgusting. That doesn't help, Wings. Are there any like big cathedral churches around Parliament or near it? Because he showed me churches because they're buried there too. They deliberately built the churches on top of them as well. And I'm not picking on Catholics, but it's Catholicism. Because he's showing me nuns. I don't know if that rings a bell. I've never been to Canada, so I don't know. But he's showing me cathedrals and nuns. So I'm guessing that it's most likely. I don't know what that has to do with it. Like charity. I don't know. You just said charity. Oh, okay. You all see if you can put the pieces together. All right. All right. I think that's it for coffees for now. So let's jump over here. Miss Lisa has the first one. Last night, my friend's son passed away. I'm so sorry. He was 18, had special needs, and was nonverbal. His heart stopped. Was it the sedative the hospital gave him, or did he have a virus? He was not jabbed. All right. So we're going to look into, was it the sedative? Now, Miss Lisa, I know this is probably no comfort whatsoever, but we understand that his soul contract. This is what it was, but it doesn't make it any easier on the parents or anyone that loved him. But let's take a look. Was it the sedative? Did he have a virus? Like, what was it? Let's see if Spirit can. That's disturbing. I haven't even pulled cards yet. Wings is showing me 2 needles. One is the sedative. There's something else. Was it the sedative? Oh, these rat bastards. They didn't tell the parents everything. They gave him something besides a sedative and lied about it to take him out. This is sacrificial. Combination, smoke and mirrors, combination, sedative, but something else. I'm looking for purpose. There shouldn't have to be one. But just for a little bit of clarity, this is financial. They get money. Are they still doing that? They get money for deaths? Maybe they slapped COVID on his death certificate. Miss Lisa, just for comfort reasons, I am going to pull. He says, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Yeah, he's sovereign. He's good now. He's free. He's completely healed. Also tells me he's working with off-worlders as well. Wow. Miss Lisa, that's probably not comfort for you, but yeah, definitely nefarious. There's something that they're going to cover up and lie. All for finances. It's disgusting. Jojo McWill, I saw that as well. So let's mention it real quick, just for anyone that didn't see the video. If you guys are scheduled for any medical procedures, especially if you're going to be under anesthesia, any kind of sedative at all, make sure, because when they come in and say, you give us permission to, the anesthesiologist does a permission, the surgeon does permission, you're basically signing your life away. Well, they have kind of snuck in the words that you agree to do biometrics. I don't know. It's bio something. You agree to bio something treatments. Basically, you're giving them consent because vaccines are listed under that. You're giving them consent. But you can make sure that you write on there, no vaccines, and then initial it. Yeah, it's disgusting. Wow, Miss Lisa, I'm so sorry. Biometric equals, yeah, they just cover it up. They just call it something else. So just make sure that if you absolutely have to have some kind of procedure, that you have an advocate there for you, and you definitely put it in writing. Of course, set your spiritual boundaries and verbally say, you put anything into my body, I will deliberately go pay to have my blood tested. Yeah, because they want to jab as many people as they can. Wow. All right. Brother Roy, what do we got, love? Is there anything special about to happen to me? Ooh, mysterious. All right. We'll see. Anything special about to happen? You're welcome, Lisa. Brother Roy, I kind of get the feeling I know what you would like to happen. Let's see. Anything spatial? Roy, you are spatial. Based on the energy as of right now, it says yes. A little bit of internal conflict here. Something you might be struggling with. This is coming to an end. You've been going through this transition phase. Oh, that sounds like fun. Wing says he's been learning patience. Yeah. There's your solid yes. You're going to be very, very happy. Very, very happy. Okay. You need to stop worrying about it. But this is generational wealth. You have a lot of 10s in here. So you can take that 10 hours, 10 days, 10 weeks. Okay? Stop worrying about it. You might be delaying it. Stop it. But we're manifesting that for you, hon. All right. That's a good point, JoJo. Need confirmation asking for paperwork while staying. Also check billing department. Oh, yeah, because if they're going to give something to you, they'll charge you for it. I'll never forget the time I was in the hospital. They charged $30 for that little cardboard box of tissues that's got like, 10 tissues in it that feel like sandpaper. They called it a mucus retainer system. $30. Okay. Yeah. All right. Miss Charlene. May we have a collective reading for the coming week, please and thank you. You sure can. Yeah, Marcy, I was thinking about that last night. The 22nd is the JFK anniversary. That's an interesting date. 17th is Monday. Oh, also the 22nd is the date that all the banks have to be ISO compliant with their 220222 or 200, whatever it is, but you know what I mean? Gold backed. Yep, and Mr. T's making an announcement on Turkey Day. Collective reading for the coming week. We're going to specify. For the coming week. Oh, great. Okay. They're going to split the week up for us. So the coming week, let's say it starts Sunday the 16th and goes all the way through Sunday the 23rd. It starts out a little rough. This is a lot of confusion. Okay. And a little bit of heartache here. But about midweek, things start getting better and we should get excited. Maybe a little new information about finances. So we might start out a little rough. Yeah, the moon card is a good indication that we have to use our intuition because there's a lot of illusion and confusion, that energy around that card. And this tells me that don't get hoodwinked. Don't believe some of the things that we're hearing and seeing. Like, don't panic. It's not what you think it is. I think we're kind of used to that by now. First half of the week, a little rough. Second half of the week looks pretty good because it says we'd be celebrating. Okay. Base card says it all. Don't get emotionally attached about what you see and hear and all of that. Separate yourself from it. You calm that ego down. Let's say the first half something goes haywire. It's not the end of the world. We've gotten this far. We'll get through the rest of it too. And then the second half of the week looks really, really good. Okay? All right. we're going to pray and push through the first half of the week and the second half too. We're going to pray through the good stuff too. Okay. Roman, I have not read on the stimulus recently, but if you'll remind me when I get through these, we can do that. Miss Waletta, how my weekend? Will do go. Waletta, what have I told you? Stop taking Benadryl before the show, okay? You need to speak English, okay? All right. Especially trip to casino tomorrow. Oh, God, she's taking up gambling. Do we need to take a minute and pray for Sister Waletta? First it's the drug, now it's the gambling. We love you. All right. How's your weekend gonna go? Trip to the casino. You're gonna make the most out of it. I hear the po-po boomer cat banging on the door. He can wait. It's beautiful outside. It's 70 degrees. We had snow on the ground 2 days ago. 70 degrees today. All right, Miss Waletta. Will she go to jail? No. This is a quick turnaround trip. Okay, starts out great. I'm a little concerned that you'll have to leave abruptly. Something sad, disappointment here. Don't fear it. Don't fear something bad happening going into the trip. I don't think you're going to get as much out of it as you think. It's so quick. It's such a turnaround. There might be a little conflict. Be careful. Don't get in a fight and don't go to jail. Okay. Starts out great. Okay. I like how the cards are encouraging you that you have it within you to make the whole weekend great. Okay. That means the fate is in your hand. You are in control of this little wheel that decides how it's going to go based on ego. Okay. I think they're saying, watch how you don't have knee-jerk reactions this weekend if something goes a little crazy. All right. You're taking a bus. Oh, gosh. Leave your weapons out of your purse at home, okay? Yeah. I think it's going to start out great, but there's something that might set you off. Just breathe. Breathe. Okay. Now, your base card is interesting because if you are going to roll the dice or spin any wheels or throw cards or whatever you call it, I don't know, I don't gamble. The base card says you might get a little something, something. All right. All right. So breathe through it, not being in control of the bus and the people that are on it. Breathe through it. Looks like somebody might try to poke the bear. Okay. All right. Yeah, she gonna drug everybody at the roulette table. Okay. You know we love you. Have fun, be safe, and just breathe through it. I think it's more about I'm not in control. People will just you might get triggered. We got like 6 planets in retrograde right now, so it's a little crazy. All right, Brother Roy. General question for us all. Is the RV about to happen soon? Boy, he's just laying it down there going, you know what? I'm not tiptoeing around this question anymore. Let's just have it out. Come on. Hubby's going with you. Oh, God. Dear Lord, we pray for patience. Miss Waletta. Okay. Are you driving the bus? I'm just curious. All right. Don't let him ruin your trip. If the energy's there, breathe through it and bless his little heart. Okay. And if you win something, don't tell him. Just say it. Don't ever follow my advice. Oh, okay. Brother Roy just wants the flat out truth. Is this RV about to happen? And he says, and if you don't tell me the right answer, I'm blocking you. Okay. All right. You had a jumper card. That means that we need to remember it's a military operation. Okay. We'll just set that over there. Oh. We love you, Spirit. We really love you. Okay. Are you going to throw things at me? Disappointment. Please be patient. They're still dealing with thieves and liars and the deep state. This is a strategic move because remember, it's a military operation. If you give it just a little more time, and I'm doing this by weeks. Okay, so it looks like next week, meh. Then you have independent sovereign wealth and the Sun card. The military makes sure that the system is stable for finances. And then you can go do whatever you want. Okay, so a little bit more. And I took it by week. And this says that's a 2, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, like 2 weeks. First week, something's got to happen. It's going to be chaotic. You have that 2, and then that. Okay. Can you wait till the week of Thanksgiving? He's like, no. Okay. All right. He's cussing me. It depends on what your definition of soon is. I think we can wait a week. Still bad guys in the operation that we need to worry about. I know that they've completed a lot of the process with the quantum system, but I guess there's a hair more. Let me refresh this copy page. Okay, we're good there. Sister Renee, can I please get an update on my house for sale? Miss Renee, I don't think you're ever going to sell that thing. I'm teasing. We're not putting that out there. You'll do fine. I'm not blocked. The week of Thanksgiving. That's what it's pointing at. As of right now, that's where we're at. Okay. Even more reason to be grateful and thankful. We should be anyway, but yeah. Even more reason to give thanks on that day. Now, just so y'all know, humanitarian group, even though I'm taking that week off from shows to be with family and cook my brains out, if something happens, that doesn't mean that I won't go live. I will let you know, even though I'm taking the week off. Okay. All right. So let's manifest. All right, Miss Renee. Are we gonna sell this house? Charlene, that would make sense. Excuse me. That the stimulus for most happens first, then regular folk will be busy. Yeah, because they'll put money back into the economy too. While they're running to the bank, we can be sneaking into the bank. Does that make sense? RV happens. Be a good strategic plan, wouldn't it? Yeah. You're welcome, Roy. All right, Miss Renee. She gonna sell this house. Wings, that does not help. Because I don't know what it means. He blew a bubble. Okay. As of right now, someone's already in the process of looking at it. Offer coming in. Now, being a little stingy, withholding, looking at it as an investment, will make an offer. You have to decide if you're going to take a loss on it, according to the market. I don't know that your husband is going to agree to take a loss. It's a tough decision. This is your husband really evaluating the situation, but looking at it like, you know what, that we may not sell it if we don't. This is a hard decision. You guys are going to have to really, well, this is twos. So within 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, you're really going to have to judge this bubble. I think Wings is showing me. Is this a bubble in the market or the housing industry? Yes. Okay. Yes. Renee, you'll have to use your intuition. That means you're going to have to trust your gut. I don't feel that there's a huge loss on the house, though. I get the feeling that you're going to walk away with the deal. That means you're going to have to wait longer. And then you had eights in there. That means you have to wait 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. So it will totally be up to you because you have free will to make that decision for yourself. Okay. No one's asked to look at it. That doesn't mean if you've got it on like Zillow or some realty thing, or they're just driving by it for whatever reason. No, they are looking at it. They just haven't reached out and contacted you yet. Okay. It looks like you guys will have a tough decision to make. All right. Marlena, here we go. Does my daughter have an ulterior motive for visiting me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ulterior motive. Meaning, does she want something? Or did she do something? I'm used to that. Let's see. Hi, Nikki. How are you, love? Ulterior motive. You got to use that mama instinct. Oh, Lord. Yeah. You got to use that instinct. You kind of already know she does. Is she going to ask? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Looks like finances. There's your huge yes. She's kept it a secret. Is she going to ask you something? There's your page. Mama, you got any money? Mm-hmm. Would you invest in this? This is an investment. Now, the choice is always yours, free will. Okay? Don't ever do anything that will put yourself in jeopardy, that will harm you. Use your own judgment. Marlena, I'm not sure if you are married or if her daddy's in this situation or not. Because he might take control of the situation and offer the money. I don't know. But there's a little bit of a prideful attitude from your daughter. I don't know if that resonates with you. She's kind of like cocky. If Mom won't give it to me, I'll go to Dad, or whoever the male figure is that could possibly support her. Daddy died. There's a male in this. Grandpa, uncle, whoever is really, really close, but there's a male that she considers family. Just be aware. You don't have to know who's going to offer it. You just have to decide, are you going to offer it? Okay. But this clearly states that she does have a purpose for visiting you. I don't get the feeling that she's going to come right out with it at first. It's going to be, hey, Mom, how are you? You want to go to lunch? Use your own intuition. Hear her out. And you really freak her out and say, yeah, I knew you were going to ask me. Well, how'd you know that, Mom? Totally up to you. Miss Mary, will my foster cat be getting adopted? Please and thank you. I think your foster cat is where it's going to stay. Let's see. Two visits in 2 weeks is unusual. Sounds a little fishy. Maybe she's slowly buttering you up, Mom. You know, just brace yourself. All right. Let's find out about this kitty cat. Will it get adopted? I won't, y'all can be mad at me and think I'm a horrible person. I will not foster animals because I get too attached. And if I know that I financially can't take care of them. Now, Liren was here, came through the property. Joe Petrie knows this. And there was a connection with him, and we kept him. I can't do it. Your best bet. This is really up to you, Mary. Okay, this is a decision you're going to have to make. You could work a little more in placing him. I think that he's settled into your family. You are his family. Now, if you... Oh. If you place him, it will not be good. You offer him stability and the love and care that he needs. Yeah. You will have to take the reins, Mary, of the situation. If you really want to home him, the longer you have him, the harder it'll be. He's not going to be easy to rehome. It's not impossible to do, but it could be difficult. Yeah. No way not to get attached to animals. I agree. I tend to like them better than humans. Present company excluded. Just saying. He's testy with you. I know you've got a boomer too, but he's also the sweetest, most loving. Yeah, with Boomer, he's a big baby 1 minute, and then he's a sassy teenager that could care less about you the next. So use your own judgment, honey. But if you want to place him in a home, you're going to have to do the legwork about advertising and calling and putting it out there. I don't feel that the daughter-in-law is going to do this for you. Okay. All right. Jojo McWill, can you tell me what the Omega sign is about being stamped on the last few pennies? I didn't know that it was. Oh, okay. Apparently Wings does. He said the end. The end. The alpha and the omega. It's the end. All right. Well, we're going to pull cards anyway. Yeah, they completed that process. They minted the last few. Wonder if you get one, if it's worth something. I'd hang on to it. What's the omega? I wonder, Jojo, do you know how many they minted with that sign on there? Like their last little batch or something? Oh. Okay. Well, I was right, but our creator has something to say himself. All right. So there is going to be worth something. These in particular with the little signs, if you hang on to them, you'll be able to make this is contract. You can make a deal. That's abundance. So, but this is later down the line. Our creator has something to say. He says, I am ending the system of the broken fiat system, is what these are telling me. That's God stepping in and going, that ain't my money. Okay. But if you find one, I'm asking, should we like keep it? Yes. Keep it. Generational. Be a story to tell, right? No, we're getting into something new. So it's the end of an era. All right, couple. One, it could be worth something someday. Good story to tell the family. And God is, it's symbolic as well. Okie dokie. All right, let me refresh the call face. Right. Miss Colleen, have I been receiving healing while I'm sleeping? You feel better? Have you been asking for it? Let's see. Wing says we're changing the deck. Okay. Bossy. They're going to be worth big bucks. Okay. I always pick up pennies. I save them. Wonder how they're going to start. You know how they teach kids? Well, I was teaching the littles when they were homeschooled, you know, the difference between pennies, dimes, nickels, and if they're removing them and the whole system changes and we have new money, can you imagine having to reteach? Wow. You are, Miss Colleen, but there's a lot of resistance. Are you working with someone else to get healed? You are. There's your huge yes. This is a gift. Hand in hand. That is a healing card. But there's a lot of resistance. Okay. This is inner conflict. And that's like, I'm almost too tired for it to work kind of thing. Okay. Okay. They're really trying to help you. And I get, could be natural healers here in this density, but I also get the feeling that it's outside help. This is giving and receiving of health. This is almost like a shaman lady. That's strength. you're going to have to take some actions of dealing with the conflict. Maybe if you're not staying asleep long enough, if they can't complete the process. It is happening, but there's interference here. Maybe be specific in prayers and meditation right before bed for completion of the cycle that you're going through. It says yes, but they're fighting really hard against something. Okay. Like interference. Okay. Just change up prayer and meditation. That helps a lot. All right. Roman. When Musk or Bezos sends up rockets, where do they really go? That's the scam or truth of it all. Well, now when Musk sends the satellites, they're in low Earth orbit or orbit. They're in low Earth orbit. Sending the satellites up, I mean, they're up there, you just can't see them. And then the bases come back down. I don't know what the hell Bezos is doing, but let's see. Yeah, Miss Colleen, it sounds like that if you can't stay asleep, they can't complete the cycle. And then it's like, oh man, we got to start all over again tomorrow. Just try to do what you can to change your sleep pattern so they can complete the process. Okay. I mean, I'm still going through a phase where I'm on 2 or 3 hours every 24 hours. I just walk the floors. I read a lot. I do a lot of research, do a lot of prayer and meditation. I'm just using the time. If I'm not going to sleep, I might as well use it to learn something. I also getting educated. Okay. Where did the rockets really go? Roman, he's just showing me low Earth orbit. That means they're just up there, suspended. That's interesting. Some are lost. Some don't make it. Apparently, we're not going to see them fall back down, or they're like disintegrated. They're not all successes. No, there's a pact. Now, this leads us to an interesting question. What the heck are we sending up there? Because apparently we have a deal with the off-worlders. We sending them something. What are we sending? We don't need to use rockets to send them anything. They have the capability of coming and getting it, but we're sending something up to the Federation. I don't know. Okay. This is a slow reveal of the secrets of communication with them. Okay. Like, see, we can go up and we can connect. Yeah, it's just a soft reveal, but that's a secret card. So they're not going to be totally clear on that yet. I don't think it's time. Rare minerals? Oh, that could be. Like, what are we sending up? Because I don't get that it's people. We're sending something up there. Yeah, they don't want our trash. No. I think all the ones that fall back down, they probably tried to send the Democrats up there. I mean, be nice, Jim. I asked if it's minerals. Some of it is. It's from Earth. Yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles is an Earth sign. I don't know what they're mixing up there. Apparently, we got something. There's a magician card. They have all the elements involved. It's not just earth minerals. All the elements are in the magician card. They're being sneaky. They're like, we're not telling you. Okay. Changing and reversing. I wonder if this has to do with our atmospheric damage that's been done by the bad guys, because the Wheel of Fortune's on the base card, base position, and that's reversing something. Like, we have what we need here on Earth. We just have to send it up and they disperse it. Does that make sense? Mm. So rare earth minerals, you got water. The air could, I mean, there's different, I don't know. They use our atmosphere, that's the air. That's interesting. Okay, and then the other element's fire. Okay. Miss Renee, why did I throw my hands up in the air? Oh yeah, hands up in the air. She partying. She going to the casino with Wyletta. Okay. To like to block something. It was at 3 a.m. Happened last week. Well, was this in your sleep? I'm assuming. We all battle in our sleep. Let's see. No, the baby, you know, I pulled on that myself once, the emissions of the cars and stuff. The trees take care of, we have more than enough trees to absorb all the CO2 and all of that. There's something, this has to do with chemtrails, because that's what Wings is showing me, that the barium and aluminum that they've been spraying in the air needs neutralized. Now, if you take the periodic table and take the initials of barium and aluminum, it spells Baal, the false god that they worship. Don't get me started on that. But it's a neutralizer of some type. But the emissions that our cars put out, we have enough trees and greenery to absorb all of that 10 times over. They just don't want you to know that. I did pull cards on that once. All right, let's find out if Renee's taking up boxing in her sleep. Fire, that's me. I ain't going. Okay. She ain't going. This is Renee, you fighting for your own life here. Good grief. That's a little concerning. I pulled the King of Swords. Now, in tarot, this means high intellect, but they're focusing more on a physical sword and reversing this person's ability. You're being attacked. This is, look at the swords. Like, wow, this is sadness. This is loss. This is battle. Somebody tried to take you out. Yeah, they threw their hands up too, even though they're on their knees. Wow. Is this jolting you awake? Yeah, you've got some guardians that are bringing you back down. These are warriors that you have a contract with that are bringing you back. You're fighting for your life, honey. Little warning on the base card. They're going to keep trying to do this. I want you to change up your prayers. Okay? A little more intense. All the heavenly hosts, Michael, Yeshua, the defenders. This is in the future. They're going to still take you out. You got to remember, the enemy is on its last leg, and we have cornered an injured rabid dog, basically, and they're going to come out with everything they got. So they're going to go after the light workers. They cannot let us succeed. You're jolted. I want you to call in all the heavenly hosts, Archangel Michael, Yeshua. Put on, we all know, put on the full armor. Stay armored up. They do not want us to succeed, okay? We are in heavy battle, and the first people they want to take out are the most powerful, and that's the light workers. All right. Jojo McWill. What's we got? Can I get a read from Spirit for the rest of the month? All righty. All right. Yeah, I think as a baby, everybody's sleep patterns are crazy. You're either sleeping, wanting to sleep all the time, or you just don't sleep. You don't require as much sleep. And I think a lot of people are on night watch. If you're not sleeping at night, you're just your frequencies to hold it over till morning until the day shift takes over. I mean, we're working. It sounds crazy, but there are many of us doing it. Jojo McWill, how is the rest of your month gonna go? Filled full of turkey? Good. There's fun and nostalgia here. Maybe doing some reflection. This can always, anytime this card comes up around like holidays that we celebrate, it's very, it just reminds me of like family getting together and telling nostalgic stories because that, we do that as human beings. This is being very nostalgic and making memories. We do have a holiday, and if you celebrate this holiday, focus on making memories. It's going to be beautiful. They're saying it's going to be a beautiful holiday for you. They're a little secretive. High priestess is always secretive, but this is you also working on your spirituality. You kind of already feel how the month is going to go. Now, you appreciate this. This is independent, sovereign, wealth, and an ace of pentacles. That's abundance, and abundance enough to make memories out of. Okay, Wings. It's going to be a Thanksgiving to remember. To quote Mr. Fluffy here. Okay, there you go. In a positive way. Okay. All right, the baby. Will Junior get my Explorer fixed before he leaves for work? Will you get out there and crack a whip and make him? Let's see. Good things are coming, JoJo, and we're gonna keep manifesting it. Peanut butter and turkey. Roman. Ugh, okay. Can we keep them separate? Just saying. Junior gonna get your Explorer fixed before he leaves for work. We're down to one vehicle again. Lee's truck is out. He can fix it. It's getting the money to fix it. His starter went out on the truck. Yay! But at least we have the second vehicle. We're not worried. My SUV gets better gas than that thing, so how do I explain this? Meaning well enough to drive, but not completely fixed. It's going to be, well, it'll work for now. I put a good Band-Aid on there, but I still got to get something else. This is that juggle of, There's the disappointment of, well, crap, it's not totally fixed. This is needing to purchase another part, like one more small thing, but it's not enough to make a difference. The 9 of Cups is almost there. Remember, 10 of Cups is completion. 9 is almost there. Yeah. You're going to have to give it some time. There's, I don't know. It's like a minor problem. Like he'll get the most of it fixed. He knows exactly what it needs, but he just can't complete it. Does that make any sense? I hope so. I know you meant money for peanut butter, but just putting the two together, just like, okay. All right. All right, Mr. Peanut Butter and Turkey. Are the telescope images of what they called space all fake, or is there an expanse that does indeed look celestial and star-spotted, looking that they have told us is space like that? Okay, I gotta translate Roman here. Let's just see if the images that they tell us are fake are oh, this is real. It really is. Are they fake? Let's see. I mean, we have some pretty powerful telescopes. Let's see what they're trying to pass off to us. Is it fake? Yep. Wow. They're not playing. You have 2 aces. Yes. It's all complete crap. It's a conspiracy. They work together on this. This is so NASA, of course, that means deception anyway, can make money off of it. So it's all fake. I'm asking something different because I want to know, do we have knowledge of what it really looks like? Because we have more than 9 planets. We have more than 10 planets, whatever that other one we adopted and put Pluto back into. There's like 45 in our solar system. Do we actually have the real truth and they just can't reveal it? Oh yeah. Certain people do know, and I think this is where Space Force comes in. Oh yeah. Plus, they'd also be sued. It would scare people to death. Wow. Yeah. They don't want us to know. They certainly do know what's up there. It will slowly come out. All right, Queen of Swords and the Justice and all that. It will be leaked slowly over time for what people can handle. Eventually, humanity will know about the species, all of them, because there's thousands of them, good, bad, and indifferent. So they do have the truth, but they give you the crap. Just something else we have to use discernment on. Yep. Hope that answers your question. All right, it's Marcy. Did Tether buy a third of the debt bonds? Heard they had $6 billion in gold. Okay, let's take a look. Did they buy a third of the debt bonds? Could be Joe Petrie. You need to get your box out because you might have to shit in it. Okay, I'm just saying it might get leaked. Okay, Sorry. No, I'm not letting you live that down. All right. Tether by a third of the debt bonds. That's kind of a yes or no. We'll see what they want to give to us. No. No. They know the whole thing is going to collapse, the whole system, that there is no debt, that we're moving away from that. Is this a story that they're going to tell to make people think that our debt is gone? That's part of the strategy. It's a deal that was made because when Jasara comes out, it wipes out. There is no debt. Okay. That's all the devil's doing. So right now it's a strategic move. Well, looky here. They have the debt. Yeah, there's more to it than this. They're covering something up. It's all strategically planned. Mm-hmm. We're getting there, guys. We're almost done. The baby. Are we being tricked? Always. At least they try to. Is Donald Trump working for people that are bad for us? Darling. I think, personally, that's part of the plan in itself. Make him think, oh, he's not good. And then all of a sudden, he goes nuclear, uses his Trump card and all this stuff that they keep talking about. This is simply yes or no. Are we being tricked? Is Mr. T working for people that are bad? Yes, ma'am. I am well aware. He goes, doesn't matter. It's God's plan. Okay. I don't need lectured. Let's see. Are we being tricked? Ah. Remember that thing we keep talking about? Misinformation has to be a real thing. Yes, for some of it, it's for the betterment of humanity. Giving and receiving. This is all that information. A lot of what we hear and see, there's the lies. But it's because this is a white hat operation. You have to be left out in the cold. This is where your discernment comes in. Are we being tricked for the positive? Yes. Underlying secrets. They have to. I see. Okay, so the moon card, once again, is always reminding us you've got to trust your instinct. Is he working for bad people, with bad people? Yeah, but it's for a reason, to expose what they're doing. This is judgment. Okay? It's for a reason. It's all for a reason. It says we're stable. This is to make all things new. Am I worried? No. No. It's basically what they have to make you think. They have invested a lot of money. Let's lean on your hoe. We're going to sit and wait. I don't know. I don't know how many times that I have said, even to the good guys, those supposedly good guys, lying is lying. There is no good lie. That's what makes me mad. Yeah, he's not a savior. God uses some crazy people. I mean, if you've ever read what we do have of the Bible and whatever you discern out of it on your own, I'm not cramming anything down your throat. You got to use your own discernment. But he used some pretty wild characters. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, baby, thou shalt not lie. A lie is a lie. And I don't like all the deceit and the hiding, but it's for the betterment of good. A lie is a lie. All I'm saying. Okay. Miss Linda, does my husband have any messages for me? Well, let's see. Let's bring out a love deck. Let's see if he can send you a message. What do we got? Yeah, this baby, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, there's a purpose for it. I get it. That's why I'm not putting any trust in any man. Not Trump. I'm not putting trust in the Federation either. I trust my divine creator. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You do you, boo. Miss Linda, what has hubby got to tell you? He comes to visit you all the time and tries to get your attention. This is back and forth. He travels back and forth a lot. He's also seen the light after his judgment day. But this is getting your attention. Hey, look at me. That's what he's trying to do. A little bit of guilt there. Now, I know that once you cross over and all of that, Divine Spirit doesn't have guilt, but they also recognize human feelings because they were here at one time. This is sorry about the sadness. I'm sorry that I left you. I should have left you with more money, more finances. That was a concern. But you're doing well for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Do more for yourself. Okay? Go out and have fun. Go with Wyletta to the casino. I mean, you know. I love that. Stick with your traditions and your faith and what you believe in. That's kind of what he's telling you. And he's sending you love. The Knight of Cups is always a love offering. He just says, I love you. I'm sorry that I left so quickly, meaning you should have had more money, should have had more time. I'm sorry about the sadness. So there's an apology, but there's also, you need to go have some more fun. And tell the children, apparently, because the base card is talking to the children, sending a message to the children. That's, I don't know if you have kids, but that's what it says. Someone younger than you. Send love. All right. We got 4 more questions. Let me refresh this coffee page before I forget. All right, we're good. Is a baby? What do we got? General read for the week. Thank you for all you do. You're welcome. All right, general read for the week. The week that's coming up, right? Like, this weekend into next week. Let's see what we got as of right now for the baby. We're still using the love deck. That's all right. All right. Now for the collective, it was like, it might start out a little rough and confusing, but it'll get better. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, the baby you're reading isn't much different than the collective reading. Because this is kind of starting off a little rough. Like, sad news, but you have a thief card in there, liar card. Apparently, don't fear the information that's coming out. It's very strategic. This is stick with your faith. So we get like the first half of the week, and it says, please be patient, because then there's information coming in, and you have the Page of Pentacles, new financial opportunity. So apparently we're going through crap for the first half of the week, and then at the end of the week, everything's fine. Okay. It's almost, don't get trapped and hoodwinked of what you first hear, because this is swords at the first part. At the end of the week, this is divine creator. This is his plan. That's what he's saying. I hope that makes sense to you. So yours isn't much different than everybody else's. Okay? Starting out a little rough, but it'll get better. Just don't panic. Okie dokie. You're just going to pray your way through it, just like everybody else. We're going to pray each other through it. All right. Roman, what do we got? Any good message from Spirit? Well, let's take a look. Do you want the love deck, Roman? I'll do it. We'll do love deck. We're halfway through the month. Wow. This dawned on me. I don't know why. I stare at the calendar every day. Roman. Now, if y'all noticed any good messages from Spirit, because Roman ain't taking no crap today. Roman, yes, your good message in the future, your financial investment that you've been working on, building up. Here's your financial Ace of Pentacles gift. And this is you celebrating. Okay, Nine of Cups is personal celebration for yourself. All right. He specified good message, and Spirit said, okay. They didn't say anything bad was coming. All righty. Wait, Trump is Elvis? Central casting, family. Central casting. There's so much stuff. Yeah, Nine of Cups is wish upon a star. You wishing. And remember, nines are almost completion. So, but it's an individual celebration. Now, don't let it go to your head, because that card can also recommend you, listen, control that ego. So, Roman, you don't get to prance around the streets going, hey, look at me. Okay. Especially on a Friday, because you won't be wearing pants. That's not good. Okay. All right. Forgive me if I butcher this name. My apologies, but I'm Southern. Nahal? What can Spirit tell me about my future life partner as person and social level? Like, what do they do for a living kind of thing? All right. Let's see. Okay, Roman. I have this one plus one more. Then remind me again because I ain't going to remember. I'm just telling you, I'm old. All right. Nahal, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Your future life partner. And I'm sticking with the love deck because that's appropriate. All right. Ooh. Somebody's been telling you something recently. Have you gone to other tarot readers? Because it looks like you've asked this question to somebody before and you didn't get the answer that sat right with you. In the future, this single pattern or cycle in your life is completing, and this is victory. This is celebration. Right now, you got a lot on your shoulders. This has to come to a completion. This cycle in your life has to, and you need your partner's going to be very supportive. You're going to have to go through some stuff, though. This partner's coming, but you've got you have to use your discernment a little bit stronger. Okay? You need to start trusting your gut. And I find this, I'm not saying this is totally what you do, but I find this people that really, really just want to be in a relationship will make excuses for bad behavior in someone. So there are some cycles that you've been going through in your life and you keep picking the same kind of person over and over and over again, or you got some lessons to learn, okay? Because the person that you want won't have any of these issues. Don't pick people that are highly emotional and controlling and obsessive and controlling. Maybe they have some vices that you don't have. Break this cycle. Break this cycle. You have got to be more of an independent, speak your mind kind of person. That means be more vocal. Don't let your future partner or the relationships you've been in, you've not really had a say. You've got to find your voice. Okay? And then this person's coming quickly, already aligning. I think you already have somebody in mind. And these two are happily ever after. And that is financial security. Quite quickly. They are coming. But you've got a lot of healing to do. This is you healing love-wise relationships that you've been in. Trust your instinct. And this is when the partner will come in. There's strong financial support. Hasn't always been. Going to be a little rough starting out. All right. Entrepreneurship. The Five of Pentacles is not having enough, but building that up, walking away from, get rich quick schemes and that kind of stuff and building it up and actually finding it. They will have it. They have ambition, but they have to learn how to control those vices with that Devil card. So you got a little bit longer as a single person to figure out yourself, work on yourself, find that voice that you need. But your partner, eventually, you're going to work very well together. And there's entrepreneurship, I believe. Okay. All right. Let's do Miss Mary. Does Spirit have any messages for me today? Well, don't be answering them text messages of people trying to get money off of you. Let's go put the love deck away. Is that all right? Or do you need a man? Just saying. Oh, let's see. Any messages for Miss Mary? Oh, the baby's getting violent. Slap the like button. Slap it. Slap it. Punch it in the throat. All right. Bye, JoJo McWill. Go get that little one and enjoy your weekend. While I'm shuffling for Miss Mary, I hope you all have a good weekend. I hope it is blessed. I hope it is well rested, trouble-free, stress-free, panic-free, no matter what happens in the world. It's going to be all right. Scheduled next week. I will have a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also have clients every day. So I will, you'll see me. You get sick of seeing me. And then I won't work the following week. Okay. Miss Mary, are we man hunting? What are we doing? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. For a minute there, I thought Mary was getting a man. Okay. Wayne steered me the other direction and said, that's not what that means. Okay. Knight of Swords. You've got some strong information coming through. This is also push through with the mission that you're on. Like, keep going, do what you're doing. All right. But this is information incoming. All right. Six of Pentacles. That's an RV card. Generosity, balance, giving and receiving of finances. This is where I thought the man was coming in. This Knight of Cups, because that's the romantic gesture. No, it's an invitation. All right. And proposal. Not, I'm getting down on one knee and proposing, will you marry me? But it can lead to contractual. Whatever it is going to make you very, very, very happy. That's the Ace of Cups. And Nine of Cups is that make it a wish. You're almost done. You're almost completed. You're almost there, Mary. Getting there. Be real careful. Remember, Spirit's always warning you to make sure that you know where your voice stands with anything and everyone. Family, business, the public. Queen of Swords. She tells it like it is. I'm in charge here. You are intelligently and mentally strong. Okay, you're going to need it in the future for legal matters. And I think you know what this means. Setting up your trust, setting up your inheritance for your children if you want to give it to them. Do not let the devil come in. That's the base card and say, but Mom, I can handle your money for you. Miss Mary. Message hasn't really changed. Get ready for major changes that are going to make you happy. They're going to make somebody else go, I can do that for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So basically, Miss Mary, same old, keep going. Now, if you want a man, we can manifest that for you. All right. All right. Looky there, Robin. You didn't even have to remind me. Let's do a quick read on the stimulus. Is it a coming or is it a going? We look forward to it. Let's use the Trump deck. That's how we'll end the day. And then y'all can run off and streak around with your no pants. Let's refresh this coffee page. Still a Vision has a question. All right, we'll do stimulus in a second. We'll end on that one. Did the responsible parties involved in my ex's death be arrested, bringing justice? I am sorry to hear that. Will they be arrested? Well, I'm not using the deck for that. Let's do this one. The ones responsible in your ex's death, will they be arrested? You had a card come flying out of there. God's going to get justice. The Hermit is always the divine creator, recognizing your heartache. He's saying, have faith. God's justice could look a whole lot different than what we think it is, but let's see. You're going to have to give it time. Justice will be served. I like it. Okay. Two of Pentacles is always juggling time and space and money. Give it time. All right. Five of Swords is strategic. All right. It's being sneaky about it, being very strategic. But you will be happy to know that your reading ends on the Justice card. God will see to it that justice is served. You're going to have to be a little patient. It takes a little time. So it's not about your timing. It's about God's timing. Okay. Wing said, pull two more cards. Okay. All right. There's a lot of thieves and liars telling stories right now. You'd be happy to know judgment is coming. God's judgment. Wow. So yes, I'm sorry for your loss. And God sees your pain. Okay? It'll be okay. All right. All right, back to our stimulus with our Trump deck. Give us an update. Are they coming in? Are they coming in this month? Can we get it before we need to buy a turkey, which is like now? Like, give us something to chew on. RV's great, but maybe it's a stimulus to tie us over. I don't know. Let's take a look. Are we getting it? They better not do some tax credit because you don't see none of that. We need it in our pocket. Yeah, it's coming. The notification is going to go out because judgment is about, hello, you're going to hear about it. Knight of Cups, they are going to make an offer. It is going to help out a lot of people moving out of troubled waters. There are Six of Swords. Ace of Pentacles is a gift from Mr. T. Yeah. Not really. It's our money. We're paying ourselves back. Yes, it's coming. There's the World, the Victory card. I'm looking for time in here. Some people are going to be a little ticked off because they don't qualify. That's the Five of Cups. That's loss. Seven of Pentacles. You had to have paid into the tax system. You had to have put into it. All right. That means if you didn't pay taxes, I don't think that you're going to get it. Okay. I said, can you give me an idea of timing? Guess what came up? It's already in the works. Tricky with wording, paperwork. I have to make sure that it It's right. Strength. You have 3 8s. 8 hours, 8 days. It's not 8 months. 8 weeks? Nah. That'd push it into the new year. 8 days? Next week? Right before Thanksgiving? That could be the finances we saw coming in. But we're going to be grateful for no matter what we get. Okay? Let's show gratitude, not disappointment. All right? All right. That's it, guys. Great show. We went a couple of hours. I hope I got everybody's questions. Reminder to keep Linda, Mark, and Bree in your prayers. That is Miss Lisa's friend who lost their son. Go check out Elisa's new song. It is amazing. Disabled. Yeah, if you're on disability, Wings is nodding. Yes, that means you'll get it. You're in the system. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys you're very, very welcome. I know. I appreciate your appreciation. All right, guys. Have a blessed weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Everybody, save up your Omega pennies because Sister Wyletta, she going to the casino. I'm just saying. All right. We love you. We love you. I will see you Monday. Unless something happens in humanitarian group, you will hear from me as soon as I know something. Okay. Until then, blessings. I love you. Have a great one. All right.